Hello, you are here with Jeannie for fun makeup. Today we're going to do a faux cut crease eyeshadow because instead of doing a lot of concealer in the center half of the eye, I do it with airbrush only, a highlighter, and not any concealer, so that we don't have the buildup that we older women do not need. The more concealer, we just don't need it. It makes us wrinkles show. You have to use enough, but not too much. It's really tricky. So, sorry, I just got a message. Sorry, it's adorable. I have to tell you, a friend of mine, a gentleman friend of mine, just a friend, came by yesterday, met a couple of my kids, and he's just, you know, of course he's in love with my 23-year-old beautiful goddess of a daughter. But aside from that, when he walked in the door, he only saw me, and he said, "Wait a minute, we're getting older. How do you look great and younger?" And I'm like, well, no. I just said thank you, and because it means a lot to me to get any compliments. But from a friend that sees me often enough to know what I look like regularly, he was really confident. But I remember later, and I told him, aloe vera every day. And he's like, "What is it? Where do I buy it?" And I'm like, "It's generic, any store you can find it in, get it." Now it does have the what do you call it, like the rubbing alcohol and like gel stuff to keep it gel, not goo, not dry out. So it does have other stuff in it than just aloe vera. But the best thing to do is if you can get the plant. Oh my gosh, if you have an aloe vera plant and you can just break off a little piece, squeeze out the juice. You need less because it's straight from the source. So do that. Get an aloe vera plant if you can't find it in the store. It's more expensive, but it will last you longer because it keeps growing and because there's more leaves on it and stuff. And it is also aloe vera, I heard. It's also the best one to keep in your bedroom because it makes the most oxygen per leaf, so it's best because we expel so much carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide when we sleep. So it's the best place to have the oxygen in your room. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to tell you I have eyebrows on, a little bit of mascara, and I put on this, and I have my aloe vera gel, of course, I just talked about. Then this miracle product. It's L'Oreal. It's probably backwards to me, but you can read it. Miracle Blur. And it's, when I bought it, it was only $20 at the grocery store, but that was years ago. It's still good. Oil-free, and it goes on like silk, and it just evens out your skin tone a little, helps with wrinkles and crinkles, but it doesn't do the pores like the Velvet Veil from Luminous does. So, but still a great product. But it was about the same price as Velvet Veil for almost the same amount. Not the same amount, but the same usage you would get out of the tube. Because my friend looked it up online, she tried it on, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta buy this too." But I'm like, it's not gonna take care of your pores like the Velvet Veil from Luminous does, but it's a great product to have too when you're out of the Velvet Veil. I'm out of it currently because me and my friend used it all. So anyway, I ordered a new one. I'll have it within a week, so no worries. It's okay. I'll be okay. I will. I'll be okay. No, the reason I don't use it much, the Velvet Veil or even this one, is because I do my makeup without my glasses on. I don't see my pores that bad, and nobody gets that close to me to say your pores are hideous, or nobody's like up there going, "Oh yeah, your wrinkles, yeah, ooh, and nobody's critical like that." But this is called L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur Oil Free, which is why I can use it with the oil water base of Luminous, because it's all water based. It's lighter than water. You'll see that when you do the makeup in your little well and you add water to it, and all the makeup flows to the top, and you can wipe some of that off and then rinse out your thing. Oh, it's awesome. I mean, they're both awesome. This product is Miracle Blur by L'Oreal, and it's not in this tube anymore. It's in a taller tube now, but I think it's more white than it is red, but you can find it. And I'm sorry, I don't know how to do links yet on the bottom of my show. I'll get there, I will. I'm learning, I'm trying, but I can't do everything. Okay, let's get to some airbrush though. Oh, I need powder. I need powder on my face first. I like to do that before I airbrush because it makes, I gotta put my hair back though. It makes me have a more finished look, as well as a more, it gives the airbrush, when you put it underneath, you don't have to powder your face during the day at all, because I'm really oily naturally, which is honestly why I have nice skin still, because I have natural oily skin, which is like a constant moisturizer my whole life. Thank you very much. That was fun to have oily skin, but I'm grateful for it now because it's not as oily, and but I have the benefits of all that moisturizer for years. So that's hilarious to me. Okay, powder. Today I'm going to show you the best way to get your loose powder. So this is Luminous setting powder, and it's really inexpensive too. It's more expensive, less expensive than their pressed powder, is why I bought it. And I love loose powder, setting powder. I wanted to try it. But this is how I get my loose powder out. So there's nothing in the lid right now. I tap the bottom. I turn it upside down and tap the bottom a couple times. Then I turn it upside down and I tap it again to put that powder back into the lid or the bottom of the jar, right? So this is empty, but I have powder in here. And what I do, this is like a magician, okay? Like what I do with my fingers. I put one in between my thumb and one in between my first fingers, and I am not very dexterous. You don't have to do this. It just makes it easier for me to apply. So I dip and I get just a little bit on my brush like that. But see, that's too much to put on your face at one time. So you dip it in the lid, round it off a little, then it's everywhere on the brush. Okay? And that doesn't make sense. I'll show it again. I dip some into I get a little bit on there, but look how it's all concentrated in one place and it's too much. Then I dip it in the lid, and then it's all over the brush rather than in one spot of the brush. I like a lot on my nose because that does get really oily. Then all over my face, just a little. You don't need a lot, just enough to kind of get the pores, primed or whatever it does. I don't know. But I love it before the airbrush because it makes it a more finished look, and then I get less oily during the day too. Let's put some on my eyes for the makeup to stick a little better, of course. And of course I have, like I said, I have the aloe vera on, I have the blur on because a lot of tears over the weekend because we had death in the family, and then it was a Memorial weekend, of course, so that day is always hard. And then and I'm sorry I didn't do a show last week, but it was my birthday week, which was celebrated by everybody that I know and love for the whole week. And so I had parties constantly. So I didn't have a minute to breathe last week. So I apologize, I couldn't get a video out. Okay, now let's get some airbrush. Oh, I gotta shake up my bottles first. I shake them all up, and I'll try and show you each one as I go, because I know I'm not good at that. But I'll try and show you putting drops in and everything. But I shake up all my bottles first at the beginning, so I don't have to shake up each bottle individually while I'm doing my makeup. So I just give them a good shake. Those were all the big bottles. These are all the little bottles. Eyeshadow, blush, and stuff like that. So that's what all those were. Oh, and my favorite rose gold, which gives you just if you spray it just one coat, real light. I use 3 drops of it. I do a light coat on my whole face. It just gives me this little glow and slight tan and color to my face that I love. So I will probably use that today because we had rain all weekend here I'm just outside of Salt Lake City, Utah, and it's a desert. So when we get rain, it's very weird and very wet and very, doesn't soak in for a minute because it's a desert. And it's very dry here, which is why I'm talking about things like, let's just say that. But like talking about things like moisturizers so much, but so important for your face anyway. I don't care where you live, you need a good moisturizer and a good skin cleansing routine. I will totally tell you all about my Proactive Life of 20 Proactive Solution skin cleanser I've used for 25 years. Love it, use it, and I don't have any. Do I see it? Do you see any acne? No. But, hey, it's because it's been for 70 years, so my skin's used to it. Oh, I also gave myself a slight chemical burn last week from it. Not on purpose. I had just put new batteries in my scrubbing, battery-operated skin cleanser, cleaner, and it was too rough on my skin. So I'm spinning and using it. It's spinning faster and harder, and I'm using it like it's dead battery still, because that's what I was used to. So I accidentally had it on a little too long for that, with that, or not too long, but just dug too deep with it, with the cleanser on my face, and gave myself a little chemical burn. So that's why I look younger. First, beautiful skin. I didn't think of that. Should have told my friend that. That's why I look younger. Chemical burn. Take off that. I mean, I do that occasionally, just being stupid in the shower and washing my face and not paying attention and leaving it on a minute too long, and I'm in trouble. So I have several chemical burns, like that women pay thousands of dollars for, that I do on accident, like once every 3 months or so. And yeah, but I couldn't wear makeup for a day because it hurt so bad. So yeah, I just kept playing aloe vera, which is why I'm so sorry. I just did this, I didn't show you. Okay, I just did 2 drops of the matte bronzer, which is brown. It's very dark. And then I added 3 drops of foundation to lighten it for my skin. And this is what I use for my, to give me the jawline, to put and cover up my double chin. Then and once it's in there, you got a back bubble. You'll see little bubbles coming up. Oh, isn't that cute? Okay. So you put your finger over the tip, barely pull back on the trigger, and you back bubble. That mixes your product together. Now this just goes on my neck and jawline, or my double chin rather, and my jawline. I put some on my gels too, right here. These things laying down, and that's all. I put powder bronzer on the other parts of my face because I'm just doubly fun with bronzer. I love it. But there we go, all gone. Fun. Got that dry. Don't move your neck too much because I sprayed too close, and I don't apply it perfect like they tell you to at Luminous, but I apply it the way I like it, and that's what matters. I do it on purpose, closer than they tell you to, because I like it a little, like a heavier, I like a full makeup look, and I get that by coming in a little closer to my skin, which they tell you not to do. Okay, now I'm mixing up, I've got natural blush mixed with soft rose. Then I'm going to add 1 drop of espresso also. I'll try and show you as I go here, if I can. My hands are bad with carpal tunnel, so it's hard getting drops out sometimes. But here we go. So I do 2 drops of the soft rose because it's really a light blush. It doesn't show up a lot like some of the other blushes, and so does the soft rose. They bloom. You put them on and they get darker after they're on. So you got to be really careful with Luminous blushes. 2 drops is all you need, but I'm also doing eyeshadow with my blush at the same time, which is why I do more drops. And I do 3 drops of the natural because I love the natural. If you can see that now, 1, 2, come on baby, 2, come out. Oh, you don't want to come out. Don't just come out and then come out too much for me. 1 more, 3, gotcha, okay. And then I wipe off the tips of them before I put the lid on, because I noticed my lids were getting full of product. And I'm like, I can't have that. I'll have it all over the place. So I wipe off the lids before I put the lid back on. And then can you see it? 1 drop of espresso, which is an eyeshadow, but I like it in my blush because it's look at how brown it is. It's dark brown. 1 drop though, and then I put, for my crazy brain, I put 1 drop of my 01, or the 1 foundation, because I like to lighten the blush a little because I'm so fair. Probably doesn't do anything, 1 drop, but I feel like it does, so there. That's what I do. Do what you like, do what you love, how you like it, how you feel it works, and you will be beautiful no matter what. Because if you feel beautiful, you are beautiful. Okay, so we're going in, with the blush, you go with 3 finger width, 3 instead of 4 finger widths away. And it doesn't go on very heavy because, well, it will because it might because I put the other color in, the espresso. But I do my cheeks, just blush, and then I do my eyes, the whole thing. So that it makes the rest of your shadows and everything stick better, right? It's like the best primer ever, airbrush foundation or any airbrush makeup on your eyeball, wide lid, will make your makeup stick better. Okay, so I do a lot on my eyes, but you're not gonna see all of it when I put like the light color on and the other eyeshadow on that I do when I do my faux cut crease eye. Now again, it looks like too much blush, but I'm gonna cover it with foundation and it's going to lighten. I'm adding extra here just because of my absence of pigment right there. But I have like an absence of pigment right there. I don't know what's wrong, I don't know how it happened, but it happened. Okay, so that looks good to me, but I still have some blush in here. So what I do, because I'm so fair, is I come further back and do just across my forehead and down. So I have to close my eyes, but and I do have mascara on, but airbrush is so precise, so I just added a little color to my face by using the extra blush that I had. That's all that was. But I do have mascara on, and you can do that with airbrush because it's so precise, which is awesome. Sorry, I'm getting updates and messages, and I'm like peeking at them while I'm trying to record. So people, stop bugging me. I'm busy. No, I'm just kidding. Text me, love me, all that. Everyone, I love you. Text me, and please leave me comments because it's gonna help me. Tell me what I can do better. Tell me how I can show anything better. What you want to see me do, tell me. I will do it. Like any makeup stuff. Like you want to see some eye thing. You want to see just a brow show. I'm going to do that. But I've been trying to, so busy to get guests on. I like my mom and stuff like that that I haven't. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy planning. Okay, I'm gonna do some highlight and some low light. No, I'm just kidding. It's a bronzer and stuff like that. But I do the highlight first. I saw a gal do highlighter first before bronzer, and it looks really good because you cover up the highlights where they're too bright with the bronzer, and it's perfect. Okay, so here we go. I use the Optic palette from Luminous, which I thought was all eyeshadows. I was totally wrong. They're all highlighters, and look at them. They don't look like eyeshadow. No, they're all highlighters. Any color will highlight you. Today I'm going to use the brown, the one on the bottom here. My favorite that I've already hit the bottom of a lot. Oh no. Oh yeah, the right brush. Sorry, I thought I had the wrong brush in my hand. I'm like, no, I have my dark brush. No, that's why I have a white brush for highlights and a dark brush, handled brush for my bronzer. So I just do, and I saw a girl go all the way up around her temples with her highlighter, and I thought, wow, because when you turn to the side, look at that highlight glow, just to bring your whole forehead into it. And so I forget to do it, but I love that look. And I go down my nose with the same color, just to highlight the nose. And then because I lay it on the top and bottom of my lips, I close my lips and do highlight Cupid's bow and under my lip better in one shot. Okay, then, but if you don't like just highlight your Cupid's bow, you don't do it under your lips. It's just a look I like. Then I use a brush that came with the kit to do under my eyebrows to highlight the brow bone, right? See that? Easy peasy. One stroke is all you need because this optic is bright and light and is pretty, and so you don't need a lot of it. And I put other stuff on my brow bone too to lighten it as I go with the airbrush. So don't need a lot of it. My nose is way shiny, but that will come down with when I put the foundation airbrush on. Don't worry, I know I have an oily nose, but I'll fix it with this stuff. Part of the bronzer to do the sides of my nose and stuff. But first, the brush, where are you? There you are. The brush, I dip, okay. So this is called the Cut 2 palette. It's for darker skin, but it had more shades of brown for bronzer, and that's why I brought it. Like, I will never use this shade here, but all the other ones I can use. What I do for now is I dip it in this one, the one they're lighter. These are lighter, but I do it like on the third lightest color. Hit it twice, hit the highlight once. Oops, I did it twice. Oops, no, just kidding. It's not gonna mess it up. But I do it in the bronzer once, then the highlight one once, so I get a little shimmer for fun. So twice in the brown, right? Twice, 2 taps in the brown, one in the highlighter. And then I put it on my forehead. I go across my forehead because I feel like my forehead's a little tall. So I go across the top of my forehead and then do that with the bronzer. And then I check my chin, make sure I got it well enough, hit those jowls a little bit, which is what's left on the brush. Then I do my nose with that same lighter color of highlighter, right? The same one that I use a lot of. I use the brush that came with the palette, which is an excellent brush, I love it. And then I go down the sides of my nose to narrow my nose because I feel like I have a big nose. You don't have to do this. This is only to shape a nose if you need to shape a nose. My friend that I've been doing makeup with, that I reconnected with from high school, best friend from high school, we reconnected, we've been hanging out. I've been doing her makeup. She does her nose totally different. She likes her nose to look like her mom's nose. She well, I'll show it when she comes on the show, but she puts dark here and light in other places, and I'm like, wow, that you figured it out to get the look you wanted. Now for fun, I'm going across my nose to not make it as broad at the bottom. I don't always do that, but I just thought I'd show you. There's a lot of other things you can do. Okay, then to get the close in part, I take this one. Can you see the shape of it? There, you can see the shape of it. Curved, right? So I dip it in and I go whoop to curve it into the shadow and into the bronzer. Then on my nose, I start with it at one end and round it down as I go. And that's how I get the shape I like of my nose. But I do it after the highlighter, so I don't put the highlighter on top of what I did with shadowing my nose. Okay, I hope I showed that a little better this time. Showing you the product I use and the brush I use, why and how. But I'm not the best at it because I'm trying to hurry. I know your time is valuable and I don't want to take up all of your time. Okay, I don't need the rose gold because I'm not going anywhere today, like fancy. So, but I still want to show it to you because you'll see the difference in my skin. So it's called rose gold and it is a luminizer from Luminous. It's a highlighter kind of thing. I do 3 drops, 1, 2, 3, hope you saw that. And then I wipe off the tip so I don't get more in my lid. So that takes a second. And like I said, the only reason I did my eyebrows and mascara first was because saving time. Because you've seen me do my eyebrows and I didn't want to take all that time because it takes me a long time and it takes me a while to put on mascara because my bottle's old and I'm trying to order a new one, but my PayPal didn't work, so yeah, I have to try again. Okay, this is just one you do all over. You don't have to mix it because it's just one color. Just do it all over your face, and I ran out right when I got to my chin. Perfect. So you can see it just adds a little color, right? Who's that? Oh, it's not to me. Okay. It just adds a little color and a little shimmer. If you look at my forehead, you can, in the middle of my forehead, you can see it's a little gold and a little shimmery. And I love it underneath the, wait, my nose is a little darker there when I got in close. Just wipe it off a little before you get to the foundation. And then I do the foundation, which is my number 2. Where are you? 2. That's 03. That's love. Oh, I put it away already. Why did I put it away? Oh, because I used a drop of it in the other that I mixed up. Now, I'm a shade 2. I found shade 2 is perfect for me. I do more drops than they say. They say 5 to 10 drops for your foundation is like max. I use 12 drops because I use more. Because I like a more makeup look now. I found the older I'm getting, the more I like a full makeup look. So that's why I use more drops than they recommend. But they say that too on the show. We can go from a natural look to a full-on makeup look with Luminous. You can do, when I do my friend, you'll see she does no foundation and just does blush and eyeshadow. She's already using my airbrush like a pro the first time just for my instruction. I'm like, how dare you? It took me a week to get it down, But hey, having someone there teach you and tell you as you go, it's a little different than watching a web video and then doing it on your own, right? So anyway, but within 2-3 days, you can get the airbrush down if you watch the videos first. And then, and I don't have to mix it because it's one color. Okay, and then I just start across, I go all across my face first. Just to give one pass, one even pass. Relax your face so you don't have any wrinkles. I put extra on top of that bronzer that I put under my chin so that it blends well with my neck. And then I do my chin a little bit, get in there, highlight right there a little, so I come in a little closer. Upper lip, nose, then I just go here. You see how that covered up the blush and makes it a very beautiful color. I need to go a little higher because that highlight is too bright. Let me get over here, this cheek done. Oh, it's so funny. My friend's like, well, I know a guy who does a makeup show and he does other people on it. I'm like, that's why I want my friends there. Either do their makeup or they show you how they do their makeup. You know, and my mother, of course, is coming as soon as we can do it. She's a half hour away, so it's not easy to see us together. And neither she's 84, so I don't want her driving. So we have to coordinate rides and stuff. So we'll do it. She's excited about it. She wants to be on the show to show her makeup and stuff. She's excited to meet y'all and show how she does her makeup and what her beauty secrets are for not getting wrinkles, like not sleeping on your side, which I need to do for my back, but I end up rolling on my back in the night, so I mess it up. Okay, that's really gone. So put a little on my nose where it looks too light. Now it looks too light because I just sprayed it on there. It will dry and cover up that highlighter. Is why I did that. Okay, so foundation done. Easy peasy, right? Then we're moving on to eyes already. Oh wait, I want to put on lipstick before I did eyes because I want to show you a highlight you can do on your lips with the eyeshadow. That's the white frost, or I am using diamond currently because I don't have, I couldn't find my friend organized my makeup. So of course I can't find anything and I can't find my frost eyeshadows. I'm using diamond illuminizer, like the rose gold, but it's diamond and it goes on the same as the frost does. A little faster and easier because it's stronger and lighter. So I use less of it actually. So it's actually smarter to use because you're using less. Yeah, right? It makes more sense. I'd save money if I use that instead. But it's a lot brighter. So I have to be really careful. Okay, and remember, with lips, we don't go into the corners when we're older, or else you're going to have your lips hang down, look older, you're gonna get more spreads of the makeup, the lipstick spread into your wrinkle lines, your, I call them straw lines, because I drink out of a straw, even though I know I shouldn't. I like to put the liner on after, because I like to see it. Is this the right one? Is this dark or is this, yeah, this is the darker one that I like. Okay. I have two liners, and luminous liners, they're so creamy. They said that all the time, and I didn't buy them until they were like $5 each. And I'm like, okay, I'll try you for $5 on sale, yeah. You normally $15, $20, and I'm like, yeah, I'll try you for $5. So I got a couple, and I love them. Now we don't go in the corners, and we come up early on the edges, right? Remember, we do that with lipstick, so that we don't get that dark line continuing this line here, going my gulfs of Mexico, I call them, that are so big to me, that are the, sad line. They make your face look like you're sad when you're not, which is really unfortunate that mine are so deep because I'm not sad. I'm having lots of fun. This is really fun. Makeup is really fun for me. Should be fun. If it's not fun, don't do it. And hey, it's makeup. It washes off. Try something fun, and if you don't, okay, I'm gonna shake this up extra. The diamond, I'm gonna put it on my eyes. Because it's a luminizer, it's a thicker formula, but I haven't used it much because it's diamond and it's for all over. I could use it all over my skin like the rose gold, but it's for highlights and stuff too. Okay, you can't see. I'm trying to get just 2 or 3 drops is all. Come on, baby. Don't embarrass me on TV. Sorry, this might take a sec. Let me squeeze it harder. Oh, now it wants to come out a little bit. 1, come on, baby. Squeeze for me. And if they clog easier because they are thicker formulas. But sometimes just shaking them up unclogs the tip. So that's why I'm shaking it so much. I just used it yesterday. So, oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that should be all I need. might be more than I need. But instead of putting tons of concealer on my eye, I am putting eyeshadow here to highlight and give me that cut crease look. But I blend it a little because I like it a little blended. I don't like a stark line. That's why I call it a faux cut crease, right? Trying to get my words right. Faux just means fake, spelled F-A-U-X, just means fake. It's a fake cut crease. Okay, can you see that and how, oh yeah, you can see it way better than the frost. Frost takes longer to get on and show up. But this diamond, woo, baby, shows up like easy peasy. Okay, so I just do it across the lid there. I go up a little because I like it to, otherwise when I blink, it's gonna go up on top. But anyway, dry it a little if I got it too heavy. Let's see if they're in the same place and even. This one I need to come over a little more to match the other side. Okay, perfect. Because I ran out right when I wanted to. I don't need it anymore. Oh, but I wanted to show you what I do with my lips with it. I need one more drop. One more drop. See if it comes out easy. Come on, baby. One. Thank you. I wanted to show you how you can highlight your lips with an eyeshadow or a luminizer. It's fun and I love it. Okay, here we go. One drop. And I'm just spraying it on the center of my lip on the bottom, center on the top. Pat it together. You don't have to pat it together, but I like to. And it looks like I spent a lot of time shadowing my lips when all I did was put a little highlighter on. Okay, so there's still a tint in there. I wanted to get a little further over on this one. Let's see. It goes such a long way because it's so intense color. Because it's more intense than the Frost eyeshadow because it's a diamond illuminizer. So it's different. It's not an eyeshadow, it's an illuminator, but it will tone down when I put the other shadow on. Okay, so we did lips. Could use a little more mascara, but I won't maybe make you guys watch that because it takes me time. Because my bottle's dry and so it takes me more time. But even when the bottle's new, it takes a minute because, you know, you have to build up those lashes, you know. Let's do a little glow underneath the eyes for fun and get my caverns highlighted because I like to and I love to. I can. And we're at 32 minutes. We're almost done, so we're doing good. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight under my eyes with the glow, which the bottle is almost completely empty because I love it. It'll highlight under my eyes, and then I'm going to cover those lines, right? Highlight them so that they aren't a dark shadow. Highlight brings it forward, darkness takes it back, makes it darker, and makes it shadowed and hidden. But when you have deep caverns, you have to put something really light on. Now, I don't feel like these age me. They're just part of my smile, so I don't put anything on those marionette lines, they call them, or doctor's terms, labia lines. What's in here? Now that I'm talking, I forget. Oh, the love, yeah. Just a little more under the eyes. Put a highlight under my eyes. I do a triangle like they do the eyeshadow, or not eyeshadow, concealer with traditional makeup. So there we go. What else do I like to highlight? Oh, did I do my brow? Is it? I like to highlight my brows with it too. My brow bone is what I just highlighted there. Okay, that's out, so we're good. And I got a little bit of that in one eyeball, but it doesn't hurt at all because it's water-based, dermatology tested and tested by eye doctors too. So ophthalmologists, all that, so that it is not bad for your eyes. It just feels like a tear is all it is. In fact, I'm gonna grab a Q-tip and grab that tear so it doesn't mess up my makeup. Where's the not dirty Q-tip? 1 second. There's one. Okay. Because with my, I just stick it inside my eye in the corner before it drops out to get that tear. And I know you're not supposed to put Q-tips in your eyeball, but I put it in the corner to get anything that might teardrop on me is all. If I get any of the airbrush in my eyes, and I sometimes do. In the beginning, all the time, I did, but I don't do it unless I'm not paying attention now. Okay, the only thing else I want to show you was a little shadow. eyeshadow to finish the cut crease eye because it's dark on the outside and light on the inside. So we're gonna use the Nude and Naughty palette that has 36 shades. I love. Let me just get my two brushes I use for it. One is an applicator brush and one is a blender brush. Come on, Blendie. Give me. I have you. I just can't get you. Okay, got you. Sorry, took a second. Now this is dry. Dries instantly unless you go too close like I do. But I do it on purpose, so it's okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do for my crease, I'm dipping it into two colors. My two favorite colors, I like to mix together. One you can tell is my favorite because so just a twirl in there, and then a twirl in this perfectly terracotta color. So a twirl in each one, and then I start in the crease, the corner, and then you just move over across the eye, cover up the top part of the cut crease. Because the cut crease is supposed to just be the top of your eyelid, but with a hooded eye, I can't do that. Sorry, my nose is running. Deviated septum, so that's why I'm always sniffing. Okay, so same thing. I'm dipping in this pinkish brown color that I love, and then into the terracotta color that I love. And I put that, I start at the crease, and then I go across, all the way across, just windshield wiper motion. You just go back and forth till you have as much as you like on there, right? And you do the whole top of your crease, which is the area, the crease is where I'm going right now. Okay, if you can see that, I hope you can see that. That's where your crease is, and that's where you want that. Okay, so that just adds color. Now it looks more like a cut crease eye already, just from that. But to make the corners darker, I'm doing the second darkest color in it. This is black, and this is almost black. No, let's do purple. Let's do fun. Which one is it? Oh, it's the one right next to the black. Let me make sure my brush is clean so I don't put black on purple. It's this purplish shade. I don't know if you can see that in the light. It reflects and it's purple, and it's, if you put it on here as the windshield wiper one, it will look like a bruise, so don't do that. Just use it on the corners. So I put it on the bottom first, bottom of my lid, on the corner only. You go to just halfway to the middle of your eye with it. And then just tap it lightly that time. When I dipped it in the same color, I go up into that crease. I do like a straight line and make a triangle out of it kind of thing. Is the shape I make. You don't have to do it how you like, do it the way you like it. Because sometimes I do just the bottom. I'll do just the bottom of my lid, and that's enough for me. But to show the full, make it look more cut crease, I'm going up like you're supposed to. Okay, so same thing. Just tap it on the bottom of your eyelid, that bottom level that we have before the first line across. Get about to the middle of the eye. Let me get some more of that. My sister saw it on me when I put it on this way, color, and she goes, "Oh, it looks like a bruise." "Oh, that's the look I was going for, actually." I said, "No, we totally joke around." But I loved it that she was honest, so I don't do it again and look like I have bruised eyes, you know. I love honesty. Tell me what I look like so I don't look a fool, please. You know what I mean? Don't let me walk around with mascara from my lid up on my forehead, you know. Tell me be pretty. That's all I ask. Don't let me look a fool. Because I don't always see it in the mirror, you know. Okay, that's about. So I did the same thing. Just across the bottom of it, right? Then I go up like in this little triangle shape with the darker color. And that is how I do my faux cut crease. Except I put a touch of liner on the corner just to darken it a little. So where's the liner? I got it out. I'm using the black liner today. I bought all the liners because they were $5 too on sale. Where'd you go? There you are. Found her. Okay. So I just, to make sure it's dark, I just do a line across the bottom in the corner because the cut crease doesn't need, it's supposed to be like white. Some ladies do, I've noticed some ladies do put eyeliner all the way across, but I'm just putting liner on the bottom to build up my lashes look and darken the bottom of that cut crease eye. Faux cut crease eye. Sorry. Keep your language, your dialogue correct, Jeannie. You were taught better than that. The one thing I can't do with the English language is know when to use who or whom. I never got it in school. I didn't understand it, and I still don't. And so I will always say that wrong. Forgive me. Unless someone sits me down and really gives it to me in a detailed lecture, I will never get it right. Okay, lipstick, everything. I think we did everything I wanted to show. I would put on more mascara for this look is all. I should have some mascara on, but not enough. I would build up my mascara. That's all I would do to finish this look, but I don't want to take up all your time. So thank you so much for joining Jeannie. This was way fun. And like I said, it's a faux cut crease, but look how pretty that eye is. And when I did this on Sunday, I got like so many compliments from everyone I saw this. Your eyes are so pretty. Either they're like, your eye color is so pretty, or your eyes are so pretty. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Yeah, that's all natural. No, of course it's makeup, but my eye color, that's natural. It's like gray blue. But when I cried, they change to a darker, the outline line gets darker and then the inside gets a muddier blue. It's really weird. And so there's a lot of tears this weekend because of the memorial and death in the family. So, and that's why I put on the Miracle Blur, because I had a lot of wrinkles and puffiness under my eyes from crying so much. So, anyway, hope you like my faux cut crease. I love it and got tons of compliments on it. It's really fun, and it's just airbrush so we don't build up that concealer on it. And then I highlighted my lips with that same shade up here, which I love. It looks like I spent a lot of time contouring my lips to look. Yeah, it can take a lot of time, but you don't have to. There's easier ways to do makeup, right? Anyway, I feel good. I like it, and I'm happy. I would wear this today. It's actually my regular go-to look. I've been using it for a while, and because it really makes my eyes stand out, and I love to do that. But I wish this was live so that I could have you guys tell me to do a nude lip or my regular lip. But dang it. Well, I'll get live when I have more subscribers. So subscribe and like. Love you. You are beautiful. You are perfect. And you are loved. Bye.